Hi class, I'm your virtual science helper, Mr. Frizzle, and today we're going to learn about salt crystals. So, what we've got here, I've got some salt here, got some hot water, got myself a spoon, popsicle stick, some string, a washer, a glass jar, some red dye, and a coffee filter. And with all these materials here, guys, I'm going to make us some salt crystals. First, let you guys know, crystals are often just minerals, are usually like very transparent, meaning you can see through them, and they usually have like flat surfaces. Things like salt. Salt is actually a crystal. If you look at salt under a microscope, it actually looks just like a crystal. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually grow salt crystals on our popsicle stick tied to this string here. Super simple experiment, guys. All you gotta do is take your hot water here. You're gonna want to put it in here about 3/4 of the way. Fill it up about 3/4 of the way. You can tell it's really hot water because of that condensation on the inside there. That's enough. So now, what we want to do actually is we want to take our salt here and we want to stir in salt into our hot water until it dissolves. And then we're going to stir some more. And then we're going to stir some more salt until the salt doesn't dissolve. What we're doing is we're creating a saturated solution. So, just take your salt, pour some in, stir it up, see if it dissolves. Alright, it's dissolved. Let's add some more salt. Stir it up. Let's see. It's all dissolved. Let's add some more. Well, it looks like it can't dissolve anymore now. Let's see. As you can see, the water's getting really cloudy. It's becoming really, really saturated with those salt crystals. Let's see if there's any salt there on the bottom. Really salty. Let's add a little bit more. That way we'll get the most crystals. Alright. I think that's enough. Alright. So now, definitely. That's super saturated there. So now, what we're gonna do, so that we can see our color, our crystals better, we're gonna actually add a little bit of dye to our solution here so that our crystals will actually be red salt crystals. All you need is about maybe 3-4 drops, guys. 1, 2, 3. Let's do one more. 4. So you're going to take that and you're going to stir that in as well. It should still mix even though it's salty. So, now that you have your saturated salt solution, what you want to do is you want to take your popsicle stick here. You want to take it, I have a washer tied to the end of mine here because I want my salt crystals to grow straight down, and this is going to ensure that I actually have some weight so that it can grow all along the string here. So you're just going to want to take it, you're just going to take your solution, going to dip it all the way down into your solution, try and get as much salt on there as possible. You can even add a little bit more, but then make sure you get your string to hang. Get it really saturated in there, guys. But then you're gonna want to reel it in a bit so it can hang down, but those salt crystals will grow. So, it's gonna take a little while, guys. What we're actually gonna do is we're gonna take our coffee filter here and we're gonna cover it up, and we're gonna take our salt crystal and we're going to place it in a window, preferably a window where there's a lot of sunlight. That'll help with the evaporation. And in about 5 days, guys, we'll have ourselves some salt crystals. So I'll see you guys then. Till then, have a great day, guys. So guys, it's been a few days and man, look at all the crystals that we have grown. I mean, look at this. Not only did the crystals grow on top here and along here, but they also grew inside of the actual jar, guys. This is amazing, guys. So how this actually happens is when we put our jar of salty water in the window for a few days, that water started to evaporate, but those crystalline structures stayed intact. The water evaporated, but where did the salt go? It's exactly where the salt went. We've got salt all on the top here. The string here is saturated really dark here with salty water that eventually, if we left this out, would actually have salt crystals grow on them as well. And you see all inside the jar here, guys, we've got crystals all the way around. I mean, look at this. This is amazing, guys, for us to be able to do this in only a few days. Imagine if we did this over 10 days or even 100 days with a huge jar of water. Imagine how many salt crystals we can actually make. I'm really interested to see what you guys found and how many salt crystals you guys were able to grow as well. See, these crystal structures are just like minerals, guys, but these crystals were formed inorganically and most minerals are formed organically, guys. There are several different types of minerals, not just crystals, but we'll get into that in another lesson, guys. Until then, I'm your friendly science helper, Mr. Frizzle. Have a great day, guys. Bye.